Good day to you, Gemini. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. This is your general reading for the last week of July 2022. So take what resonates with you, leave what does not. Just remember that Gemini, what did I say here? That you need to just be very mindful that if this reading does not resonate with you, that you should look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs and take it from there and look at that. So what do we have here? Some interesting stories to tell. I've actually changed up the spread a bit, Gemini. I was working on something new. I think all of us should try to find new things. And you've got this death card coming up talking about transformation and finding new things and establishing yourself in a new way, in a new situation. We see that some of you are dealing, Gemini, with a one-on-one situation, a relationship situation, and what's coming out here, there's also the dynamic of a family situation that's coming through. Some of you could also be dealing with a friend situation or within a family situation, Gemini, where there's been some conflict, where there's been a situation of people have not been supportive and kind. Some of you could have had this in a relationship where there hasn't been support in your relationship. There hasn't been that happiness and joy for you in your relationship. And this has actually caused quite a bit of transformation, quite a bit of defensiveness that I see coming through for some of you. Some of you could be having this defensiveness in this relationship. Some of you could be feeling quite at wit's ends, unable to process what's going on. And there's all the stress and all this drama that's been happening actually forces you to take a rest. Your central card is the Four of Swords in reverse. That says to me you need to take some time out. Even with the Nine of Wands, there's exhaustion. There's absolute exhaustion here. So you need to look at this. There's this absolute exhaustion. So it's time. You need to take this time out. You might be feeling stuck in your situations, maybe wanting to you find yourself going back and forth to old things, old matters, and feeling so stuck with the situation, but you need to move on. You need to learn from the past. You need to let go of these things so that you can move forward to happiness and joy and prosperity and peace. It's very important that I'm seeing here as acceptance. That you having this, being totally exhausted after going through almost like a trial by fire for some of you. You've been going through these difficult trials and tribulations, and you're still not having an opportunity to rest, and you just know that you need to recover. You need a moment to recover from what has happened, Gemini, because what has happened has caused a total transformation for you, a total change of perspective. Some of you could have started this new relationship and it's been so intense and so exciting, and you need to take a moment to pause in the situation as you move towards a more happier and more stable situation, a wonderful beginning. It's about timing and understanding and love. You could be having this situation coming forth very, very soon in your life, and you need to focus on all of this, Gemini. Take some time out. Don't be so busy all the time. You've got the Knight of Wands. You've got the Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. You've got the Chariot, that is Cancer energy. You have got the Five of Cups in reverse. You have got the Four of Wands in reverse, Judgment, Six of Cups, and Two of Pentacles. So, a lot of wonderful things happening here for you. There's this situations where there is these new beginnings, there is these new love situations, there's this situation of things rushing towards you in this transformation period where change has to happen. We see this change having to happen, and you need to make these choices about as you move forward, and you need to move forward with clarity about the whole picture. What is happening and where are you seeing the situation? How do you see the situation unfold itself? We see you also now having this realization and this understanding, and then what do you see here? You see that as you're moving forward, we see that you are going through this phase of understanding that things are not necessarily how you expected it and how it's supposed to be. That you're just exhausted. Some of you could be dealing with some unscrupulous people. There could be problems in a relationship. There could have been a breakup in relationships. There could have been this total sense of defeat and loss. Some of you could have had friendships that have just totally, or relationships that have just totally broken down. And, you know, it's very hard to stay happy in this situation where everything is just like fallen apart. And you have this here, that everything has just fallen apart for you, where you've been dealing with some unscrupulous people, where, you know, what was supposed to be in a happy situation has become a very unhappy situation for many of you dealing with this. You know, there's a lot of worry, a lot of sadness for some of you. You have got this anxiety about things, Gemini. You're wondering what are you going to do and how you're going to do what you need to do because of this worry and the sadness and this anxiety that you are experiencing. And you need to just, you know, go through these emotions, go through what you're feeling. And sometimes you could be feeling that, you know, there's a sense of being cheated out of what's supposed to be yours, this happiness, this friendship, this love, this contentment. You know, there's things that you thought that you needed to have that was also, you've done your part and you felt that you deserved this. And now you're dealing with people that are just unscrupulous. And you need to be aware of this, that sometimes people are not who they say they are. They're not who they think they are. They're not who they project themselves to be. Some of you could be having a new connection and relationship with somebody from the past coming back into your present situation. You know, maybe a new friendship that's going to be a good friendship for you, but definitely somebody from the past moving into the future. So let's have a look here at Sacred Traveler and see what are the cards here for you. That regardless of what is happening here, you need to take a moment to just watch the clouds. You've got Wise Leader, and you have got Navigating by Stars. So as you're going through all of this transformation, these changes, Gemini, you need to just take a moment to sit back, to relax, to enjoy life, to see the blessings that life has for you, to understand that you are a beacon of light for others, that you know, sometimes you are called to lead. And some of you may not like being in a leadership role all the time, but there are times when you are called to lead. There are times when we're called to follow. We need to know your place in the whole system. And right now you are called to be a beacon for others. You are called to lead. And while you may not know exactly where it is that you need to go to, you need to be very honest with yourself. You need to follow your bliss. You need to be very calm with what is coming towards you. You need to understand that, you know, you got this, and you can be in this in the situation of peace and contentment. You just need to be very honest with yourself with what is happening. You need to accept with what is happening, and you need to just, you know, you will know your way just by following what is meant for you. You've got your card, the Void. Stop. That's the first thing that this card says to you, is stop. Stop where you're at. Stop thinking about an answer and a conclusion and, you know, what is supposed to be. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to do that? You need to just stand still. You need to stop looking for the answers. You need to stop thinking, unless I know where I'm going to, I can't make a decision. You know, you need to stop all of that. You need to just stop that. You just need to be calm. You need to embrace this situation of where you are at right now. You need to allow things to happen for you. You need to allow the universe to unfold for you. And that's where you're at right now. You need to allow this unfolding. You need to allow this situation to become what it's supposed to be. It's almost as though you're in a state of where nothing exists, with this void energy, where it's the beginning and the ending. And it's also a place of comforting and freedom, you know, and you just need to surrender. Like we said with Navigating by the Stars, follow your bliss, surrender to that bliss, follow that path. You know, sometimes it's when you are asleep and when you're dreaming, where you have these fertile ideas. So regardless of what is going on in your life, you just need to know that you have the knowledge. Right now, you are just called to surrender to the mystery of what's next. You are called to rest. You are called to allow the winter of your life to do its work for you. You are called to hand over the desire to control. And you need to just trust that the universe has your highest good, at hand. So now is the time to just cultivate your faith and allow deep, deep rest to happen as you lie back, rest, and relax. And just navigate your path so that you can step into your wise leadership role. So, Gemini, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If it resonated with you, please hit the like button. Until next time, please take care and goodbye.